152 in the possession of 76 students. How many of the textbooks have you been able to retrieve?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 77 so far have been retrieved. We are taking measures. We are taking measures to get the rest, retrieved when the students come for their certificates.
My question is, what happens to the juniors who are supposed to inherit these books? What happens to them when you are not able to retrieve the books from their seniors?
Mr. Chair, we have taken measures to ensure that all the books will be retrieved, so the juniors will get.
It's okay, you haven't answered my question. Mr. Chairman, I yield to you.
Paragraph 290. Honorable Mutala.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The accountant, you made payment totaling 10,413 Ghana cedis with a VAT component of 416 cedis 52 pesos. Unfortunately, you failed to obtain the VAT invoice for those payments to be effected. The auditor's recommendation is that you retrieve the total amount of money. Have you been able to do that?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, can you confirm that the amount have been retrieved?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm the amount.
Mr. Chairman, I'm done.
That'll be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's have Adinaman. Can you introduce yourself?
Ebenezer Oben, Headmaster at Naman Senior High.
Isaac Boama, Accountant at Naman SHS.
Thank you for coming. Paragraph 225, Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Naman is in my constituency. Yours is unrecovered rent. At Naman Secondary School, you have 24 of your staff who owe rent of 16,000. Have you recovered this amount?
Honorable Chair, all outstanding rents have been recovered. Thank you.
Can the auditors confirm that, please?
Honorable Chair, the outstanding has been recovered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
You are discharged.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Nyakrum. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
I am Elias Atta, Headmaster.
Arnold Fifi Benson, the Accountant.
Thank you for coming. Paragraph 266, Honorable Aka.
Thank you, Chairman. Nyakrum, you have 242 students who are eloped with the textbooks, 665. Could you please tell the committee what you have done about this, if you have been able to recollect them?
Thank you, Chairman. We have been able to retrieve 81 textbooks out of the lot.
That's about 30%. At least it's an improvement as compared to your other colleagues. Auditors, can you please...
Is it 30%?
How much? 3,824.
What is the total?
240. Oh, total is 665. Oh. I just gave you a raise for nothing. Thank you, Chairman. Yes, auditors. Auditors, please, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, an amount of 81 textbooks has since been recovered, leaving 141 books still outstanding.
What? 141.
Is it only 141?
The books is 665. You've made the same mistake I made. You are using the number of students.
Please, it's 541.
541.
Yes, please.
Okay. Any plans for the collection of the others?
Yes, please. We have spoken to parents, called them, and then as and when students come for any documentation, those who are in default, we retrieve them. Thank you, Chairman.
All right, I think the recovery rate in this region is very poor as compared to the other regions. So I think you have to back up. Chairman.
All right, so your effort is also not enough, but go ahead and retrieve now that the certificates are in. We hope that they will come so that they clear themselves before. So that will be all for Nyakro.
Thank you, Chairman.
Your discharge.
Thank you.
Let's have Mokwa, Senior High. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, I'm Reverend Dorcas Anam, Headmistress.
Ferdinand Lewin Addison, the accountant.
Thank you for coming. Paragraph 236, Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Boko SHS, one staff, vacated post for 9 months, an amount involved 27,072.09. You were supposed to recover the amount. Have you recovered the amount?
Yes, please. Some payments has been made. I mean, some payments has been made, and you have the details are with the auditors.
How much has been made?
4,070 Ghana cedis has been made.
Out of the 27,000?
Out of 27,000, yes, please.
Wow. And when do you think you can recover all? When do you think you can recover the total amount?
Please, he made a payment plan and he's following. So we hope to recover.
Chairman, I think you can take over.
Who validated him for 9 good months? We can't hear you.
District Education Office.
District Education Office?
Yes, please.
That's your office?
No.
Or you are the secondary school?
Yes, please.
So, you, as the head of the school, don't play any role at all in validating a teacher?
Yes, please. We didn't have the management unit, but we have just gotten it just this year.
So, at the time this thing happened, you did not play any role?
No, please.
So, how will the district office be able to know the teacher is at post for them to validate him or her?
We have a book, validation book.
Yeah.
So we sent the book to the office.
So the books that you send to them, this guy who has vacated post, the book definitely you sent to them will indicate that he wasn't at post, isn't it?
Yes, please. He was indisposed along the line, and he brought a letter. We sent the letter to the office, and we sent the book as well.
He was indisposed for how long?
I've forgotten, please.
Is he back?
Pardon me?
Is he back to work?
Yeah, he came back and he has terminated his appointment.
Reverend?
Yes, please.
You are on oath. You are on oath. You took the oath to speak the truth.
Yes.
And nothing but the truth.
Yes, please.
Did you explain to the auditors when they came that this teacher was indisposed?
Yes, we did. We did, but when he was called, I don't know what transpired there, but maybe it was as a result of what he might have said over there that warranted this.
So out of 27, he has so far paid only 4,000.
Yes, please. And it's ongoing.
What is the payment schedule you have with him? How often? Is it monthly?
Yes, please. Monthly.
How much you pay in a week, in a month?
500.
500.
Yes, please.
So it's going to take him more than 4 years to pay. Auditors, can you confirm that there's an arrangement for him to pay the money, and so far he has paid 4,000?
Honorable Chair, we are aware of the payment plan, which is 500 per month, and so far he has paid 4,070 Ghana cedis.
Okay. All right. I think the district auditor need to monitor this.
Well noted, Chairman.
To ensure that the full amount is recovered from him. You are discharged.
Thank you, Chair.
Swedro Salvation Army School for the Deaf. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Emmanuel Yao Mutako, the headmaster.
I am Godwin Yao Nyamado, the accountant of the school.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
There are two issues. The first one, paragraph 286, is about withholding taxes. You're supposed to pay 1,797.93 to GRA. Have you?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Please, it has been paid.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the amount has been recovered. Thank you.
Thank you. Paragraph 290, Honorable Kingston.
Thank you, Chairman. Salvation Army School of the Deaf. Failure to obtain VAT invoice for food items worth 22,805. What has happened to the VAT receipt?
Please, the suppliers have paid the amount involved.
Yes, they've paid, but did you receive the invoice?
Please, yes, that has been done.
So you submitted it to the auditors?
Please, yes.
Can you confirm for me, auditors?
The amount involved has been recovered from the suppliers as recommended. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
You are discharged.
Thank you very much.
Ogwa.
Thank you.
Ogwa Senior High. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm William Atusekun, the headmaster.
And I'm Prince Daniel Siripi, the school accountant.
Thank you for coming. Paragraph 232, Honorable Aziz.
Thank you, Chairman. Please, you have an abandoned project. That's technical block and administration block. What is the status?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The abandoned project have now been cladded, roofed, and plastered, awaiting for completion and habitation.
Waiting for what?
Completion.
Okay. So it means that after the report, some work has been done on it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Chairman, I think it is in progress. Thank you.
Confirm from the auditors.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, work is ongoing on the administration block. For the technical block, is still abandoned. Thank you.
Okay. Chairman, I think Get Fund is doing a spectacular well this time around. Thank you, Chairman.
Well, according to Honorable Aziz, Get Fund is doing very well. Spectacular. That'll be all for you. You are discharged. Methodist High. Can you introduce yourself?
Mistress. Please, I'm Roseanne Kwetu, the headmistress.
I am Vincent Ejirmensa, the accountant.
Thank you for coming. You have one issue, paragraph 266, textbook, no return. Methodist High, 349 textbooks and 106 calculators. Have you retrieved the books from the students?
Honorable Chair, we've been able to retrieve from 177 students.
From 177 students?
Yes, please.
Out of 222 students?
Yes, please.
So in books and calculator terms, how many? What is the quantity you retrieved?
If you are in an amount, monetary terms, it's 8,800.
No, I want to know in books quantity terms. How many books have they paid or you retrieved the book from them?
They have paid. Some submitted some of the books, and then the ones that were lost have been paid.
So what I want you to do for me is that, we have retrieved X amount of books. X amount of books have been paid for. We have retrieved X amount of calculators. X amount of calculators have been paid for. This is what I want.
Thank you, sir. Accountant, if you have the details.
Those who are here to answer this type of question, that is the marking scheme.
Okay. So, I'm looking for the amount, the quantity, the goods. He doesn't want the total amount, he wants the amount. Please, 9 calculators and then the textbooks. We'll give you the figure right now, please. $51 textbooks, please.
So you have retrieved 51 textbooks and 9 calculators.
Yes, please.
Now, those that were lost and were paid for, what is the quantity?
There were 222 students. So we have to do the computation and then, but there were textbooks that were lost. So we paid what we collected. You have paid it to government chest.
I know, madam, I know that you have paid to government chest. I just want to know the money you collected, how many books and how many calculators it covers.
The books, 51.
51. You told this committee that you retrieved some of the books and some of the calculators.
Yes.
Those that you were unable to retrieve, which were lost, you collected money instead or in place of the books.
Yes, please.
So your accounting for the committee must be in 4 categories. The quantity of books that you have retrieved, physical books you have retrieved, the quantity of physical calculator you have retrieved, the books that you have received money for, the quantity of books that you have received money for, and then the quantity of calculator that you have received money for. This is what I want.
Okay.
If you don't do this, we won't understand anything.
All right, sir.
Should I give you time to go and do your maths and come back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Kindly step back, go and do the computation and give us the right answer.
Thank you, sir.
Swedro Senior High. Swedro Senior High. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, my name is Golda Isiandam, headmistress.
John Kojo-Salifun, the accountant.
Thank you for coming. You have one issue, paragraph 286. Honorable Roxon will take it.
Chairman, thank you very much. Mistress, you are welcome. The case of the auditors is a very serious one. They say that contrary to sections 115 and 116 and 117 of our income tax law, you failed to deduct tax. 881 Ghana cedis, 40 pesos. It's a serious offense. What's the status of this matter?
The stated amount has been retrieved and paid same to GRA.
Retrieved?
Yeah. From the supplier.
You went back to time to deduct it. You went to regularize the transaction.
Yes.
After the offense has been committed. Very well. And has it been paid to chest?
Yes, please.
Have you brought this to the attention of the auditors?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you verify and confirm that an amount of 881 Ghana cedis, 40 pesos has since been retrieved and paid back to chest?
Honorable Chair, we were able to verify and we can confirm that an amount of 881.484 has since been remitted to GRA. Thank you.
Chairman, that will be all for Swedro on this matter.
Swedro, Senior, your discharge.
Thank you very much.
Let's have Academy of Christ the King.
Honorable Chair.
Yes. Is there any other issue?
They have issue.
Oh, madam.
Hey,
please
one more issue. Paragraph 266.
Go back. Something escaped us, so give me the paragraph.
266. Unreturned textbooks.
Really? Oh, okay. Cedro, you want to run away with the textbooks? .486 students are in possession of 1,263 textbooks. You are required to retrieve the book from them. Have you?
Yes. We were able to retrieve 1,158.
1,158?
Yes.
Oh, you've done well.
1,054 returned the books, and 104 paid for the books. Make the total retrieved to be 1,158. Remaining 105 yet to be returned.
I'm sure you will retrieve that one too. If you're able to retrieve this much, you've done well.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You are leading in this group for now. Auditors, can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, 1,054 textbooks amounting to 31,620 has been retrieved, and a cash recovered for 104 textbooks, also amounting to 3,120, has since been deposited. Our textbooks outstanding is 105.
I think you've confirmed what he said. So thank you very much. Go and retrieve the balance. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your discharge. You can set up a consultancy firm, and your colleagues will come. You show them how you did it at a fee. Now let's have Academy of Christ the King. Can you introduce yourself to the committee?
I'm Robert Stephen Reynolds, Headmaster.
Francis Kwame Naspio, Accountant.
Thank you for coming. You have three issues. First one, paragraph 219, Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Academy of Christ the King, 9 PVs, you didn't support them. What is the status of these?
Your Chair, all the supporting documents has been recovered and submitted to the auditors.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, they've been able to provide all the supporting documents.
All right. Your next infraction is on paragraph 279, and that will be taken by Honorable Ajay Boatin.
Thank you, Chairman. You procured certain goods and services without obtaining three alternative price quotations. I think you know those items you procured. So the recommendation was that you were to ensure compliance with the procurement laws. What are you doing now?
Honorable Chair, we have been able to obtain the necessary documents to attach the procurement that we did. And I think the auditors have also confirmed that.
All right. So auditors, can you confirm what they're saying.
Honorable Chair, these are procurement issues, so we'll leave it with Chairman. Thank you.
Oh, Chairman, this is a procurement matter. They procured goods and services without obtaining the 3 alternative quotations. But the recommendation was that they were to ensure compliance. That is why I asked them whether they were complying now.
Make sure you comply with the law.
Thank you, Honorable
There's
Chair.
a punishment to this, okay?
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
We are allowing you to go, but next time, you will not go scot-free.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next one, paragraph 290, Honorable Roxon.
Chairman, thank you very much. I call you Christ the King. You're welcome. Now, the case of the auditors is that you failed to obtain a VAT invoice for some transactions. The value was 601 Ghana cedis, 54 pesos, for buying things like stationery, repairs, and purchase of spare parts. So I won't belabor the point. What's the status? Have you regularized this?
Honorable Chair, it has been regularized.
And VAT invoice appropriately obtained?
Obtained.
Have you brought this to the attention of the auditors?
Unfortunately, when I was coming, I left it.
Have you brought this to the attention of the auditors? Yes or no? Then you explain.
No.
Okay. So why? Why haven't you done that?
Yes, when I was coming, the documents I picked, I thought it was in.
You forgot?
I forgot to bring it.
Make efforts to bring this to the attention of the auditors so that they can verify and confirm the regularization of this. Chairman, that will be all for Christ the King on this matter.
That will be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable.
Let's have Mozano College of Music. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm Mr. John Asma, Headmaster. Mr. John Asma, Headmaster.
I'm George Anzukwenu, Accountant.
Thank you for coming. You have 4 issues in the report. The first one is payment not accounted for. 3,750. Have you accounted for it?
Yes, please.
Can auditors confirm?
Honorable Chair, they've accounted for the amount.
Your next one is on earned salary. Now, Mozano College of Music, there was one staff who have vacated posts but was paid 5,412.32. Have you recovered the money from him?
Honorable, yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the amount has been recovered.
Paragraph 266, ranking.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. I returned textbooks and calculators. College of Music. 96 students, 155 books, and 83 calculators. How many have you recovered?
Honorable Chair, we have not recovered any.
Why?
Those in possession of those items have not come for their certificates.
Only measure.
You heard some of your colleagues talking about calling their parents and all that. What about if the guy doesn't need his certificate, he will not come?
Yes, we've made attempts. We've called parents to inform their wards to return those items.
And you have not been able to recover even one?
Yes, please.
Are you satisfied with your own performance? You heard your colleagues. Some of them have recorded 80%. So are you sure you are working?
We are working. We will put in more effort to retrieve them.
Chairman, okay, I'll leave it in there.
Paragraph 290, Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. You failed to obtain VAT invoice. You bought all these things, frozen fish, stationery, and others, to the tune of 31,925. And tax amount is 1,277. What have you done about it so far?
Please, we have retrieved the money and paid to VAT.
Can the auditors confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm that the outstanding amount has been paid.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
That'll be all for you, your discharge.
Thank you.
Let's have Abakrampa. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, I'm Mrs. Achobe, the headmistress of Akrampa.
Michael Collins, appeal for accountant.
Thank you for coming. I'm informed that your issue captured in the report is an error. And so we want to apologize to you for inviting you to come. You are discharged.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sadiq Senior High. Are you alone?
Yes, please.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Please, I'm Patricia Monkwa, accountant.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You have a number of issues, I think 3 of them. The first one, paragraph 236, Honorable Samson will take it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sadiq, you have one person who vacated post for 2 months, 2022, January and February. The amount involved with 5,597. Have you recovered the said amount?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm?
The amount has been recovered, Honorable Chair.
Next one, paragraph 266, is on unreturned textbooks. And the school, Sadiq, 94 students, 142 textbooks. Have you retrieved the books from them?
Yes, please. We've able to retrieve 29 textbooks and 113 has been paid.
So 29 plus 113.
Yes.
What is the total?
Sorry, 142.
29 plus 113. 142. Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the document has just been handed over to ACTS, so we are here to confirm.
Okay. Kindly confirm, and let's see. If that is the case, then you've done well, and you have beaten Swedro in terms of percentage. If confirmed. Your last issue is on paragraph 290, failure to obtain VAT. Siddiq, the amount is 787.56. Have we paid?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
That will all for Siddiq, your discharge.
Thank you, sir.
Honorable members, we are taking 5 minutes stretch to stretch our legs. When we come back, we'll go to the senior assemblies. So we are coming back, per my watch, we are coming back at 11 minutes after 11.
Antimicrobial resistance, AMR, is now a global public health crisis affecting human health with preventable deaths, high local health care costs, and longer hospitalization as some of its consequences. Deaths attributable to AMR every year compared to other major causes of death paints a gloomy future, with figures at 10 million deaths by 2050, costing £66 trillion if action is not taken now. Unfortunately, investment into the production of new antibiotics is not encouraging. Yet, the continuous increase in infection comes with increase in drug resistance to antibiotics. More often, research into AMR is concentrated on health facilities to the neglect of other areas such as the home environment, a situation that affects policymakers at both the local, regional, and national levels, as huge sums of monies are pumped into seeking the well-being of its citizens. In Ghana, the status quo remains the same, with statistics suggesting that most transmittable pathogens are failing to respond to common, potent, and easily accessible antibiotics in most health facilities, affecting productivity and the national purse. Reasons being huge sums of monies projected for development goals end up procuring medicines for the health sector. In 2019, University of Ghana's Noguchi Memorial Institute of Medical Research and Lancaster University, UK, in partnership with Hartov Foundation, an environmental and sanitation NGO, came up with the Dust Bunny project, which looked at home cleaning regimes in the country with a specific aim to develop an understanding of the home as a potential source of infection from AMR bacteria carried by dust by exploring hygiene practice across different household environments.
Those dust particles that usually we find in our rooms, sometimes you see them like webs collected underneath places that have not been swept. It's a very critical message in that those things that we see as just dust can be killers to us, very destructive, because there's this thing I learned from the workshop. Realize there's a connection, or if you like, you may call it a web, between the dust, humans, even the meat we eat. So there was this picture of people taking antibiotics, which is supposed to deal with the bacteria as a result of the dust causing it. These people now developing resistance and thereby introducing the same material into the environment, into our water, into our animals. And so in a way, it is circulating among us. Could be in that cycle, and that's why I'm calling it a web. And that shows the complex nature of this.
The bigger picture for this project is to reduce bacterial infection in the household environment in order to reduce AMR and also to convey awareness across the country. The project was carried out in some urban and peri-urban communities in the national capital, Accra, where an approximately 250 households were used. The Dust Bunny Master Plan is aligned to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3, which seeks to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages.
So what we found was that these are in the home, and they are a threat. They're a threat to people who maybe have HIV, who are immunocompromised, maybe have diabetes, or generally their immune system is stressed. And the bacteria we found the resistances in were not the really bad, what we call pathogens or bad bacteria. They were in bacteria which we class as opportunist. So they're the ones that can make you ill when your stress levels are up or your immune system is compromised. So what we showed is that there is a risk. And by good cleaning and healthy cleaning regimes, you can reduce that risk.
Once people think that it is enough or it is okay to just walk into a health facility to go and buy antibiotics, I think the findings of this work has really revealed to them that it is not the best approach for you to prescribe medication for yourselves.
The project combined design research with environmental microbiology to address the issue and co-designed sustainable cleaning interventions for various aspects of healthy life and lifestyle.
But also we found other things that we didn't expect.
like, for instance, the importance of involving communities in the design of preventive interventions. So it's not just the science that is driving, it's important to work with the communities, with the recipients of the intervention, and design with them whatever intervention. Because this helps not only in terms of acceptability, so something that people will take in their homes and they will use as a regime, but also, as we've seen, they will spread the word to the family members, to other households, to the wider community.
The October 2023 engagement drew participation from policymakers and collaborators for an Impact Accelerator session. It is themed Making the Dust Fly, creating 1 million+ conversations in Ghana on home cleaning and superbags. This ends the phase 1 of the project and sets the next in motion.
But it's a very, very complex story, of which this is just one component. Cleaning the home, cleaning the surfaces, proper prescription of antibiotics, a healthy lifestyle are all the contributing factors to make antibiotic resistance start to reduce.
From the microbiological data analysis, 11 bacterial species were identified, and among them, the 481 isolate collected, 36.6% hosted at least one resistance to the initial panel of antibiotics tested.
The hoovers will not spread the bacteria as the brooms dam, where they tend to capture a lot of the dust and other particles. The hoover tends to suck it up inside. But it's still important every so on to clean the surface of the hoover. And also when you empty the hoover, and what I'm also doing at my home is do it outside, not inside the home, because the moment you open it, you may spread some of the collected dust or particles.
School pupils are said to be the change makers, and so their facilitators were well represented.
So we are to create the awareness that once you are cleaning, materials that you are using to clean should be specific to a particular object. Cleaning materials such as brooms also should be room specific. If they are meant for the bathrooms, they cannot be transferred to the kitchens and the rest. When we do this, the spread of diseases are also being controlled. Now, it's basically about bacteria. The treatment of these bacteria has to do with antibiotics. These bacteria are now growing resistance to the antibiotics. One way by which these things are growing in our country is because of the misuse of these antibiotics. Self-medication should be completely out of the norm. Now, in order to ensure that humans are safe in our country here, by eradicating the spread of diseases through bacterial infection, we have to do the right cleaning. Dust Bunny project is to sensitize the population as to how to do the right cleaning. Our children are going to be the agents to be used. So we are going back right to the schools, sensitize, create the awareness in these children that once we do it in our homes, we are saving the nation.
And this project is here to help us reduce the effect of this, if not eradicate it. And so the channel or the idea is to channel it through the schools so that there will be a kind of behavior change. And thereby, in a way, solving the crisis that we find ourselves in. When I get home, I would like to speak to my family about, especially where we use mops or brooms that we use in our rooms wouldn't be used in the washroom or used out there. Because I've learned that this is what causes it, and that it will introduce a whole lot of mess even in our lives.
UK's Arts and Humanities Research Council sponsored the project. With this baseline information gathered, what next?
we've still got more data to analyse because we're going to look at the difference between before the cleaning regime change and after the cleaning regime change. So what we have is the kind of baseline data now, so we can make that comparison, which we're doing at the moment.
Experts say stronger implementation of evidence-based strategies will improve the health of households, reduce healthcare spending on cold and associated symptoms such as cough, catarrh, and headaches, among others.
Even in the Bible, God encouraged us to be very decent, to be very clean, as He instructed the children of Israel in that even when they go to toilets, they should wash their hands. So as people, if we want to live long and reduce the medical burden that we have on ourselves and on our economy, it is important that we pick up the issue of hygiene, sanitation, and cleanliness as second to none, as people who wanted to improve our livelihoods.
They say the surest way of reducing risk of AMR and saving policymakers from making economic losses and keeping a productive workforce is improving upon local practices such as cleaning and sweeping within the household, as well as other environmental factors. The Dust Bunny project, carried out over a 2-year period, looked at developing home cleaning interventions through community engagement to reduce infections and antimicrobial resistance, AMR, in Ghanaian homes.
Yes, please. Auditors, can you confirm that the facility at Philip Kweku School is now in use?
Paragraph 331, Honorable Aka. Okay, paragraph 331 is on failure to regularize casual workers' contracts of employment. So you have 108 staff that you employed as casual workers for the period between 2 and 5 years. You have failed to renew their employment contracts after the end of the 6-month continuous work. The auditors have recommended that you should take necessary steps to regularize the engagement of the staff involved. What is the current status of this?
Okay, Honorable Chair, these are permanent staff of the Assembly that we have employed for a long time, some ranging from about 16 years ago and all that. So they've worked for the Assembly and we use our internally generated funds to pay them. I think by auditors came and they still saw them as casual workers and they recommended that we should regularize their, just like they are temporary. So we had to go back and forth, but we had to actually regularize this as the auditors are actually recommended, and we have done that. Thank you.
When you say you regularize, what is that?
We are now trying to give them a new, we have given them new appointment letters spanning from first month to the 6th month so that we renew them almost again.
Let me ask, are you allowed to employ on permanent basis and pay them from your IGF?
Yes, please.
That's part of the Local Government Act that as a Metropolitan Assembly, you can employ people on permanent basis and pay them from your common your IGF.
Yes, please. If you have the cleaners and all those people who...
So if these people, you have engaged them for 16 years, some of them, you have given them appointment letters, you pay them from your IGF, you pay their social security, you pay their taxes to government, then there is nothing to regularize.
Please, that's where we had to argue with the auditors.
So what have you regularized again?
So insisting and all that, we had to just find a way of resolving it. So these people were agitating a lot and they were not happy, but we have to just do according to how the auditors have recommended that we should.
If the workers were agitating, what were they agitating for?
Why we have to renew the appointment and terminate it and renew it.
So they have been made permanent.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, please.
And they are happy.
They are happy.
Auditors, can you confirm? No, can you confirm whether they have been? Have you confirmed whether they have been regularized now?
Yeah, now they've been regularized.
Okay.
And they are happy.
Thank you.
If you say they are regularized, what is that regularization?
Initially, they were casual workers when we went in. There was nothing to, so they were not even renewing their contract after the time of the audit. So we have to draw the attention of the Metropolitan to do so.
According to the Assembly, these people are permanent staff employed, being paid from the IGF, and they pay their taxes, they pay their social security, that you have classified them as casual workers. But to them, they are permanent staff.
Honorable Chair, the appointment letter they gave to them shows that they are casual workers.
Now, when they decide to now renew their contract every 6 months, the people are not happy. That's what he said. But you say they are happy.
Honorable Chair, they are happy. You can ask them.
Anyway, if they are happy now, that's fine. All right, that will be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
All right, let's move on to Aguna West. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Kujowahi Mensa, Municipal Internal Auditor.
Bashir Said, Municipal Finance Officer.
Ivan Sadison Coleman, Municipal Chief Executive.
Simon Osari, Municipal Coordinating Director. Manuel Lote, Works Engineer.
Thank you for coming. Aguna West, you have two issues in the Common Fund report. Paragraph 207, Vice Chairman will take it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Aguna West, we have the non-utilization of MP's share of Common Fund. And the MP had over 600,000 in the Common Fund account. What has happened to this amount now?
Thank you, Chairman. As I speak, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Aguna West has utilized most of her funds in the account.
But sir, having over 600,000 in the MP's common fund, was it because the MP was not using the amount, or you, the MC, were not approving it for the MP?
I was authorizing any amount that she had always requested for, depending on when and what it is for. So we've been cooperating with her.
So does it mean that she never brought any requests? That's why this amount added up to over 600,000 Ghana cedis.
It's been accruing, but then she's been using it as and when she determines what projects she intended to use.
You were supposed to do a budget with the MP, right?
Yes, sir.
I think there's more to this than it looks. Our auditors, have she utilized the amount?
Yeah.
Honorable, she has chair. They are using it now.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Okay, paragraph 219. Honorable Ajay Boatin.
Thank you, Chairman. Aguna West, you have 4 projects which are delayed between 68 and 83 months. That is at the time of the audit. What can you say about the state of those projects now?
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. I think the 4 projects, one is completed now, that's the police station. And the 2, which is the CHIPS compound, and then the 4-unit classroom block, they are being reviewed in terms of the remaining works for the contractor to go back to site. And then the other one, which is the GES quarters, it has been terminated due to convenience. That's the contractor route for termination, which we've done that, and we are also reviewing that particular project. Thank you.
But it's taken a pretty long time to be able to do those reviews. 2022 up to now. What is the bottleneck there?
Honorable Chair, we made budgetary provision in our current budget to take care of that.
Auditors, can you confirm that one of the projects has been finished and the 3 others, they have indications as to defining the way forward?
Honorable Chair, one of the projects has been completed, 1 terminated pending repackaging, and 2 still outstanding. Thank you.
So, Chairman, that is the current state of the projects in Aguna West. 1 completed, 2 terminated, or 1 terminated, and 2 others being reviewed. All right.
Let's move on to the IGF reports. Aguna West. Paragraph 292. Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Aguna West, you uncollected revenue, vehicle stickers, amount uncollected was 2,946. Have you collected this amount?
Thank you, Chairman. The amount has been collected and then paid back to the accounts.
Okay. Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, the amount has since been corrected. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Paragraph 296, Honorable Ajay Boatin.
Thank you, Chairman. Aguna West, you have 2 occupants of your bungalows or cottages owing the assembly 1,116. Have we been able to recover those monies?
Thank you, Chairman. The amount has been collected and paid back to the government account. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm for us, please?
Honorable Chair, the amount has been recovered. Thank you.
Chairman, we are good to go.
That'll be all for Aguna West, your discharge. Let's
Thank you, Chairman.
Ekunfi. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Ebenezer Money, District Chief Executive.
Dromo Takia Boy, District Finance Officer.
Douglas Osebwa, Coordinating Director.
Thank you very much for coming. You have your first infraction, paragraph 190. Honorable Aka will take it.
Thank you, Chairman. Ekunfi, you're allowed by law to use only 10% of your common fund for administrative expenditure. However, you used 40%, a whopping 40% on frivolous activities. And you were asked to refund this money back to the common fund account. Have you done so?
Mr. Chair, thank you very much. Such a strong language, Chief. We've made effort to pay back some of the monies to Chest. At least we've done 10,000 into the account so far.
You paid what, 10,000?
Yes, 10,000 into the account so far.
Did I hear you well?
Italy, sir.
That's an insult, I suppose, because for 2 years, you were asked to refund 922,000, that's minus the 10%. And that is not appreciable at all. Well, I'll leave, is the 10,000 true?
Honorable Chair, they've been able to refund 10,000 out of the total amount.
I'll leave that to the chairman to let's see if he can talk about this frivolous spending. Thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Finance Officer.
Sir.
Are you aware that you are supposed to spend only 10% of the common fund on administrative expenses?
Very much so, sir.
But you went ahead and spent 40%. It is because nobody is there who will punish you. So you do it. The district chief executive will direct, let's organize some workshop. And you pay from the common fund. You are denying your people development. The 30%, that is 690,000. In 2022, could put up a 6-unit classroom block. You deny the people. The people in your districts are not aware that because of your action, they're not getting development. So we want to recommend that you are punished. You spent over 690,000, almost 700,000, over the 10%. Why? Why? Nobody is there to check you. I think the Give Me system should provide a check on the use of the common fund. if you want to use the common fund, once you exceed the 10%, any additional spending you want to make, the Give Me platform will not permit you to process it. You can easily set it up. Yes. We'll make that strong recommendation because you think that nobody is checking you. Well, if you pay the money back to the common fund, it will help the people. If you don't do it, your people will continue to be in lack of development. Yes.
Chairman, we just checked and we realized that they have 4 uncompleted projects, totaling a little over 1 million Ghana cedis. And they have since paid about 600,000 Ghana cedis for the completion of the projects. So they are left with just a little below 400,000 Ghana cedis to complete those projects. If you had spent the 400,000 out of the 600,000 Ghana cedis, you would have completed those projects. May I know what those four projects are?
That's a new question.
And it would
Is it in the report?
Yes.
So we'll get there. We'll get there. The people of Akunfi are listening and are watching. That you, those of you in charge of the assembly, are the one denying them development. Yes. Because you are using their development fund for recurrent expenditure. We'll make that recommendation to the Ministry of Finance. They should set up the Give Me platform such that any expenditure exceeding 10% of the common fund, the platform should not permit you to process it. Let's move to paragraph 219. It's abandoned stroke delay projects. And Akunfi, that's the 4 projects the Honorable is talking about. Now, this project have been abandoned between 24 months and 92 months. Yet, you're using the money for workshops and tea. What is the status of these 4 projects?
Chair, one of the projects is a school project, which we have terminated the contract with the contractor. The reason being that he hasn't been at site for quite a time now, and then we had to follow a process to terminate the appointment. So we are yet to re-award the project out. And then the health facility, which of course we is left with some payment issues that we are doing. So once we are able to do those ones, we'll be done.
You talk about only 1. How about the remaining 3?
No, I've spoken about 2.
Okay, 2.
Okay, 2.
The other 2?
Yes. So the other 2, it was Kontankuri, the school, the toilet facilities we were to do for them, which of course we've done it now.
You've done it now?
Yes, please.
Those are additional 2. Auditors, can you confirm that 2 of the projects have been completed? No, I think you are looking at different. That's 219. 219.
I was looking at that. I was looking at 213.
Honorable Chair, the information we have is at the various stages of completion, and the information, none of them is completed. Thank you.
Do you have evidence of the two that you have completed so you can give it to auditors?
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll extend it to them. Because one concerns the school issue. So now the school is in use now because we've been able to complete the toilet facility and stuff. So we would let them have it.
All right, you have you have 2 projects that you have completed, but they are not in use. 3-unit classroom block with office, store, and 4-seater KVIP toilet at Owuya. Is it in use now?
Yes, it's in use now. Now what's happened is that the community have taken it over and they are paying the teachers to teach the children there. We've made several efforts as GES to get us teachers into those schools, and it hasn't been fruitful. So today that I saw the regional director of education here, I was so happy because if he's here, and I know he's listening, we need teachers to help these children at the school. Thank you.
What of the 3-unit classroom block with office, store, and 4-seater KVIP at
Kotankuri?
Konkankuri.
Kotankuri.
But they wrote Konkankuri. Okay, Kotankuri.
The same issue. Same issue, sir.
Auditors, can you confirm that those schools are being used, only that they need teachers?
Honorable Chair, they are using them now.
Okay. Let's go to paragraph 221. Honorable Isaac.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, 221, sanitation equipment not supplied or...
Okay, Honorable, before you ask the question, do we have Zoom Lion officials in the hall? Kindly come forward and take the oath.
I, Stephen Francis Dente, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
Touching the matter in issue.
Touching the matter in issue.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may resume your seats.
Yeah, so, Ekonfi, paragraph 221 is about sanitation equipment not supplied or repaired. And one of your skip tracks, which got damaged, has neither been repaired or replaced. What is the situation now? Has it been replaced?
Currently, as we're speaking, it's on the road now. The skip track is on the road now.
It's been repaired?
Yes, it's been repaired and it's on the road now.
Honorable Chair, the track is now on road. Thank you.
Chairman, the issue has been resolved.
All right. Then let's move to the IGF reports. They don't have anything in the IGF report. So, Ekonfi, you are discharged.
Grateful.
let's have Gomoa Central. Gomoa Central. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, I'm Benjamin Kojotu, District Chief Executive. Thank you.
Respectfully, Honorable Chair, my name is Alhaji Abdurrahim Musa, Coordinating Director.
My name is Issa Kuhamdu, the Internal Auditor.
Finance Officer.
We didn't hear you. Please draw the mic to yourself. Draw the mic.
Finance Officer. Simo Yao Ajinyo, District Finance Officer.
Okay, you're welcome. You have about 5 issues in the Common Fund report. The first one, paragraph 212. Honorable Adoma Kokisi will take it.
Thank you, Chairman. For Gomoa Central 212, what we have here is under completed projects not in use. What's the update on the CHIPS compound?
The Chairman, the project is now in use.
Audit service, can we have confirmation?
Honorable Chair, they are using the project now.
All right. Next one, paragraph 219. Honorable Aziz.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I think I also have delay abandoned project, which is only one. The auditors, you have not indicated which project is that. Auditors. Infraction 219, abandoned projects, Gomoa Central, only one project. What project is that?
Honorable Chair, 219, construction of 2-unit KG classroom block at Gomoa Afrensi.
Okay,
and
Gomoa
it's a
Central.
Get fund project.
Okay, what is the status now?
The Chairman, respectfully, is a GET fund project, and the contractor is on site, and work is progressing, and it's about 85% completed.
Auditors, do you have this up-to-date information?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm that the project has now been roofed and they are plastering it. Thank you.
Chairman, like I said before, I yield to you.
Paragraph 221, Honorable Sophia.
Thank you, Chairman. 221. It has to do with sanitation equipment not supplied and not repaired. Gomoa Central. Contract date is on the 2nd January 2019. Fee per quarter is 53,187, and type of equipment is skip track container. Contract quantity is, the skip track is 2 and the containers are 11. Quantity supplied is 2. Containers 2, quantity supplied is 11. Quantity damage, skip track 1, containers 9, and the duration is 3 months. Now, auditors are recommending that management of the assembly involved should ensure that Zoom Lion Ghana Limited supply the outstanding. So, can you brief us about this issue?
The Chairman, respectfully, upon the audit, we wrote to the auditors the Zoom Lion, and the skip track is yet to be brought. Just about a week ago, they brought a letter indicating that they were getting the equipment fix, and it will be delivered as soon as possible.
Since 2019, it was just last week.
Since 2022.
2022.
Yes, please.
But contract date here is 2019. Auditors, contract date is 2019. They are saying it's 2022.
No, they are talking about when the audit was conducted.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. So, Zoom Lion, can you promise this committee that you deliver them by next week?
Honorable Chair, good morning, respectfully. My name is Dr. Francis Dente, Chief Internal Auditor for Jospon Group. Yes, Honorable, we will be able to repair the truck within the next 4 months. It's an engine problem. We are having to import a lot of the parts. So within 4 months, we should be able to repair the truck for them. Thank you.
Chairman, they said they'll be able to repair them within 4 months. So.
All right, the Assembly should take note of that. Paragraph 234. Uncompetitive procurement. Gomoa Central. You procure some goods without going through the proper process. You know, it's an offense. You know that.
Respectfully, Mr. Chairman, we are very much aware.
Then why did you do that?
Mr. Chairman, it was an anomaly that was caused by misfiling. Right, Mr. Chairman.
Misfiling.
Yes, please. So when our attention was drawn,
you meant that you actually went through the process.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we did that. And there was an evaluation report attached to the payment vouchers.
Okay.
Just that the supporting invoices were put on the tender committee file.
Okay.
So when our attention was drawn to it, we looked through the files and retrieved them and attached to the PVs. And it has been duly verified by the auditors.
Auditors, are they complying with the law now? And have you also cited the document he's talking about?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, at the time of the audit, as Secretary said, there was an evaluation report, but the other documents wasn't there. They have since provided those documents. Currently, we may not be able to confirm because the audit is ongoing. So until we finish the 2023 audit, we may not be able to confirm. Thank you.
Is Cape Coast Metro gone? All right, Gomoa Central, make sure that you comply with the law. Okay?
Very well, Mr. Chairman.
The next infraction is actually for Cape Coast Metro. It's 247 for Cape Coast Metro. It has escaped us. So that is why they left immediately. But auditors, kindly take note of this. It's about missing deep freezers. So, kindly do a follow-up for us. Now let's go to IGF. Gomoa Central, paragraph 292, Honorable Sophia.
Gomoa Central, IGF, paragraph 292, uncollected revenue. And Gomoa Central, type of revenue is property rates. And the total amount is 38,830. Auditors recommend that you take necessary steps, including legal action. What have you done so far about this?
Mr. Chairman, we have so far collected an amount of 20,661 Ghana cedis, leaving a balance of 18,000 to be collected. We have actually started prosecuting some of the defaulters, and we are sure that we will do just that to retrieve the outstanding balance.
So how soon can you promise or give us a deadline?
Respectfully, it is a matter to be determined by the courts, and so we cannot give timelines.
Okay, auditors, please can you confirm if you have received the said amount?
Honorable Chair, an amount of 20,661 has since been recovered from 12 rate pays, now leaving an amount of 18,169.
Chairman, they are making efforts, so.
Continue to recover the balance.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll do that.
Paragraph 296, unpaid rents. Gomoa Central, 10 occupants, owe 5,000. Have they paid?
Mr. Chairman, we have retrieved the money from the occupiers.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm an amount of 4,620. Thank you.
So it's left with 380?
380 outstanding.
Do you have evidence to that effect?
Mr. Chairman, in fact, the particular residential facility we are talking of is being occupied by ambulance service.
Okay.
As an office.
Okay.
So we're having a difficulty because we were directed to provide accommodation for ambulance services.
Is that the one which is supposed to be the 380?
Yes, please, Mr. Chairman.
Well, then auditors, can they go and do reconciliation so that we'll write that one off because they are supposed to accommodate the ambulance service?
Well noted, Chairman.
The next one, paragraph 299, revenue not accounted for, Gomoa Central, the amount is 2,052. Have the revenue collectors accounted for this?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, they are fully accounted for it.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the amount has been accounted for.
Paragraph 302, Honorable Sam George.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Gomoa Central, you have 2 GCR booklets, 1 market ticket, and 15 lorry park tickets that have not been accounted for. In fact, the 2 GCR books, there is no value put to it because we don't know how much it is. But the market ticket and the lorry park tickets come to 930 Ghana cedis. Even though I wonder how the auditors came by that amount, because if I look at the lorry park tickets, some of them are 1,000, yet their total amount comes to 930. So auditors, you need to explain that calculation to me. But have you been able to recover the GCR booklets and the lorry park tickets?
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, we have recovered it from the revenue collectors.
Okay, so auditors, you need to confirm that they've recovered that, but then you need to explain to me how you arrived at 930 Ghana cedis. Because when I look at the table in 303, yes, it ought to be 9,000, but it says 930 Ghana cedis. So let me know if that's a typo on your part, or because some of the booklets alone are 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Honorable Chair, we can confirm the retrieval of the lorry parks tickets and the GCRs for the total of the 9, I think it's a typo.
I will urge the Auditor General to do his calculation very well. We don't want to see state institutions make mistakes in additions. The Electoral Commission is making mistakes with additions. The Auditor General should also not make mistakes with additions. Thank you, Chairman.
Honorable Chair, you could see that the details are there, which sum up to that 9,000. It's only that the final figure that we omitted.
Just admit the error.
Auditor, so the final figures are very critical.
Well noted.
Don't argue. It's 9,300, but it's written 930.
You shortchanged us. Don't behave like easy. Thank you.
All right, let's go to paragraph 306. It's unacquitted payments. It didn't account for 19,431 payment that you made. Have they provided the evidence to acquit the PVs?
Mr. Chairman, we have the evidence. But what happened was that we recently moved to our newly constructed office complex. So we're having a difficulty retrieving the documents. But finally, we're able to get it. And we have all the PVs acquitted with us here.
These new offices you are building to, they are all creating problems. Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, we don't have the evidence with us, so we cannot confirm.
So provide the evidence to the auditors for verification.
Very well, Mr. Chairman.
Here.
Okay.
Paragraph 316, Honorable Queenster.
Thank you, Chairman. Failure to commit 20% of the IGF to capital expenditure. Gomwa Central. Your total IGF was 681,657, and the 20% was for the capex works 136. Yeah, but the coordinating director and the finance officer could not give reasons for their inability to implement this directive.
The money was used for reshaping of roads in the various communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Paragraph 335, Honorable Samson.
Chair, Omar Central, you could not support a payment of 21,000 with a work order certificate. So the auditors could not authenticate the payment, and you were asked to recover the amount. Have you recovered the amount?
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, we're able to get the works order and attached to the PVs, which were verified by the auditors.
Auditors, are you satisfied with the explanation?
Honorable Chair, we are satisfied.
Chairman, we are done.
Your last one is encroachment on assembly residential plots. The auditors noted that the Gomoa District Assembly, part of your assembly residential plot at Afranci, measuring 20,997 square kilometers, had been encroached by private developers. So the auditors are asking the Assembly to take the necessary action to reclaim the encroached area and also prevent further encroachments. Have you taken any action on this recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, we have engaged Nananum and started the process to get the land title documents to cover the plots. So we have, however, was able to get those who were on the land, out of the land.
Okay.
Right.
Auditors, can you confirm that the processes have begun, and also those encroachers have been driven out of the land.
Honorable Chair, the process has begun, and those encroachers too, they've been able to reclaim their plot back, so they are no more there.
Okay, that'll be all for Gomoa Central. You are discharged.
Mr. Chairman, we are most grateful.
Let's have Ejumako, Enyan, Esiam districts. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Ransford Emmanuel Kusinyako, District Chief Executive.
Habib Mohammed, District Coordinating Director.
Douglas Anakwa, District Finance Officer.
Sir Charles, Head of Internal Audit Unit.
Thank you for coming. You have 3 issues in the common fund. First one, paragraph 219, is a delay stroke abandoned projects. For Ejumako Enyan and Siam, 2 projects at 70% completion stage. What is the status of these 2 projects now?
Which we've completed both projects and they are in.
Good. Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
Paragraph 321, Honorable Mutala.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The infraction is procurement and store irregularities. You made payment of payment for the supply or the purposes of the supply of office cabinet involving 2 PVs. Totaling 3,161 Ghana cedis to one Kahiros J Enterprise. Unfortunately, it was not delivered. The auditor's recommendation is that the finance officer and the coordinating director ensure the recovery of the cabinet. Has the cabinet been recovered?
On which we got the vendor to refund the amount, so we paid back into the account.
Auditors, can you confirm that the total amount of money was paid back to the Assembly?
Honorable Chair, the outstanding amount has been paid back to the Assembly.
Done.
Thank you. Your next infraction is payment without obtaining VAT invoice. The total amount is 19,885.82. You are to recover the money from the supplier and pay same to GRA. Have you?
On which we've done so as recommended.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
Let's move to IGF. Paragraph 292, Honorable Roxon.
Chairman, thank you very much. DC, you're welcome.
Thank you.
The case of the auditors is that you have some monies you failed to collect. Money from market store. 47,260 Ghana cedis was due, but none was collected. What's the status?
On which we've been able to recover much of the amount, and what we have outstanding now is 10,000 cedis.
How much you've collected? 32,260.
Yeah, we've collected so much, yeah.
Or 37,260.
37,000. I know the outstanding amount is about 10,000.
It's about 10,000, but you cannot be exact.
No, I can't be exact with that.
Have you brought this collection to the attention of the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, can you verify and confirm that as much as 37,000 plus has been collected of 47,260?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm an amount of 5,180, leaving a balance of 42,080. Thank you.
DC, Do you have the document backing the collection of as much as 37,000 since the audit findings?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we have the documents and we hand it over to the auditors appropriately.
Endeavor to do so as soon as you come in, anytime you are invited, so that by the time you are called, you would have put your house in order. So make the documents available to the auditors so we can verify that at least 37,000 has been collected, leaving a balance of about 10,000 to be collected. Make efforts to collect the rest. Chairman, that will be all for Ejumaku Enyamesiam on this matter. Thank you.
All right, let's go to the last one, paragraph 296, unpaid rent. Ejumaku Enyamesiam, 15 occupant, 4,965. Have you recovered the money from them?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we've recovered that amount from our staff.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the outstanding amount has been recovered.
Good. That'll be all for Ejumaku Enyamesiam, your discharge.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Let's have Skuma Odobin Brakwa. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Ebenezer Mensah. This is Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, my name is Paul Akwa. This is Coordinating Director.
My name is Lawrence Editia Isiel, the District Chief Executive.
My father said they should call me Abdul Mumini Moro Wandauku, Internal Auditor.
Thank you for coming. You have a number of issues in the Common Fund report. The first one, paragraph 190, overutilization of the Common Fund. Skuma Odobin Brakwa, you also overspent 134,090 Ghana. You ought to refund the money from your IGF into DACF, have you?
Honorable Chair, thank you. We have been able to refund the amount of 110,000.
110,000. 10,000.
Leaving a balance of 24,090 cedis.
Okay. Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, an amount of 110,000 has been refunded and 24,090.72 still outstanding.
So continue to refund the balance.
Thank you, Honorable.
Paragraph 198, ranking.
Yeah, you were supposed to transfer 45,566 cedis and 58 pesos to the sub-zonal urban town and area councils. Have you done it?
Honorable Chair, we are not able to do that directly, but the Assembly, through its own effort, has been able to do certain works for the area councils.
You have done
we also, in terms of providing street lights and doing other works. And we also want to also strengthen our IGF. So
the law doesn't say you should spend the money on behalf of the zonal councils. It says you should transfer it to them. So this practice of we have done this for them, it's not allowed. It's not acceptable by the law. The law says transfer it to them. Just ensure that they have a plan. So please, I think the Assembly should desist from that practice. If you don't have the money, how are you able to spend it on behalf of somebody?
Honorable Chair, noted.
So how much have you spent on their behalf?
Honorable, so far I can't give you the exact figure, but
you see the problem. Why can't you give exact statement? You are coming to respond to the issue. You were supposed to transfer 45,000 and over. And you say you are spending it on behalf of the son, but you don't even know the amount you are spending. How come? How am I supposed to believe you? You have not spent anything on their behalf. Otherwise, you will know. You have just rehearsed the answer and you are coming to tell us. It is a marking scheme. You heard some people saying, so you're also saying the same thing. Please, Chairman, I think you should give him some time to go and transfer the money.
How many substructure do you have?
Honorable Chair, we have 4.
4. Do they all have accounts?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
So why don't you transfer the money to them? Go and ensure that you transfer the money to them. Do you have the money in your common fund account?
Honorable, as I'm speaking with you, no.
You have some?
No. But we want to spend some of them from the IGF.
From the IGF?
Yes.
Recently. But this is a common fund issue, 2% of whatever you received. Well, if you spend it, you can take the money from the IGF and send it and pay it to them, to their account. You have to transfer the money to their account. Okay?
Honorable, noted.
So make sure any subsequent common fund money you receive, transfer the 2% to the substructures for them also to utilize for their area.
Noted, Honorable.
All right. Paragraph 219, Honorable Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Now, as a command of member, you have 5 projects that you have abandoned. And some of them have been delayed between 50 months to 67 months. What is the status of these projects?
Honorable Chair, the project, as indicated earlier, we had written to the contractors and they had failed to show up. And so 2 of the projects has been duly terminated and we have begun the processes of re-awarding.
You see, let me ask you something. Were you paying the contractors? Yes. Were the contractors being paid?
As it stands now, those projects that I have mentioned, all certificates that were raised had been honored.
And have the certificates been honored?
Yes.
So if we're paying the contractors, then they should come.
For whatever reasons, Honorable Chair, known to the contractor.
I'm sorry?
For whatever reasons known to the contractor, efforts that were made, letters written, the contractor failed to show up and on several attempts. And so management took a decision and then began the processes of termination and after the processes of re-awarding those projects.
If we were paying the contractor will refuse to come for over 5 years.
I may not know, Honorable Chair, for whatever reasons best known to the contractor, efforts were made to get the contractor back.
How much was this bag of cement 5 years ago?
Honorable Chair, 5 years ago, I may not really remember, but all that I know...
Auditors, could you confirm to the level where he's gotten to place?
Honorable Chair, the projects are still in the state as we found during the audit, but we know some effort are being taken by the Assembly to re-award some of them. Thank you.
Sir, please work on it because our constituents need these projects. We are very good at overspending on our common fund on recurrent expenditure, but 5 projects, we've abandoned them.
Honorable Chair, the project, as a matter of fact, there were a number of projects. Some of them, when we wrote to the contractors, they came back to work, and a few of them were completed. But those ones that are in question, a few of them, like I mentioned. And so, as it stands now, the steps that have been taken, when we receive funds, allocations will be made to get the projects completed so that the constituents can use it. Thank you.
Did you say you have all their certificates?
Honorable Chair, I indicated that 2 of the projects, as it stands, all certificates were honored by the contractors for reasons known to them. When we invited them to come back to site, letters were written.
Since the last time, since this audit report, have you paid anything to the contractors? Since this audit report in 2022?
As the project, the 2 projects that I mentioned, as it had been reported, as at that time, we did not owe the contractors. Honorable Chair.
You don't owe the contractors? Okay.
Yes, please, Honorable Chair.
But has there been any work done after this audit? After this 22, has there been any additional work done?
No.
Okay. Chairman, that's...
Paragraph 730, Ajiboti.
Thank you, Chairman. This has to do with ineligible payments amounting to 18,930.62. And I think you are familiar with the guidelines for the DACF RFG use of that fund. So you made those 2 payments which are not in conformity with the guidelines. So the auditors recommended that you did a refund of that amount into that specific account. Has that refund been done?
Honorable Chair, thank you. What happened was that our attention was drawn to the anomaly, and then we decided to hold on to any payment, any certificate that be raised by the contractor. So as at now, we're having a balance of 3,495 for the first contractor, and the other one is 21. And then the outstanding amount which we are asked to refund is 18,000. So because of that, we have hold on. We are not going to pay a contractor unless we have subtracted that amount from the EPA and then contingency. That's what the management has taken a decision to hold on to that particular payment. Mr. Chairman.
So the recommendation was to the effect that you should do a refund. When you're talking about a refund, it means that you have to refund perhaps from your IGF into this account. So that is what we expect of you too.
The case is that contingency and the EPA were part of the contract sum. And since we have not finished paid the contractors, we have decided to take those monies out of the total sum before payment is made to the final.
Okay, let me find out if you have discussed and then gotten clearance from the auditors.
Honorable Chair, they discussed with us that they are going to take it from their retention, but they've not done it as we speak. Thank you.
So the matter is still outstanding. Chairman, that's where we are.
All right, so auditors should monitor whenever they are paying the contractor, that portion should be withheld. That'll be all for Skuma Odobin Brakwa, your discharge.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Let's have KEA. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Yusuf Faiz, Head of Internal Audit.
My name is Bolanyo Alatevi, Coordinating Director.
My name is Emmanuel Jani, Assistant Director.
My name is Eugene Sapati, the Finance Officer.
Thank you for coming. You have one issue in the Common Fund report, paragraph 219, Honorable Apak.
Grateful, Mr. Chairman. KEA, you have a project that should have been completed 18 months ago. It is 65% complete. A contract sum of 390,000 Ghana cedis. What is the project and what is the current state of the project?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The project is a CHIPS compound for the community of Samabotar Park. Yes, and as we speak, the project is about 95% complete. The contractor is actually on site and has assured that by the end of July, he should be done and handing over to the office.
Very well. Is it funded by the Assembly?
Yes, please, from the Common Fund.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Auditors, the project has seen some progress. Can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, the project is ongoing, but still not complete. Thank you.
Chairman, the project is ongoing. Contractor is on site, yet to be completed.
All right, that'll be all for KE. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Gomo East. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, please, my name is Samuel Kita, the Coordinating Director.
Honorable Chair, my name is Paul Zipi, the District Finance Officer.
Where is the Chief Executive?
Honorable Chair, we were coming with him, but he just told me about 10 minutes ago that his car developed a problem at Cape Coast. So he's finding another transportation to this place. So we set off together, but his vehicle has developed a problem.
You set off together?
Yes, yes.
You set off together?
No.
Order.
He's using a different car.
Wait. I know. He's using a different car. You're also using a different car. Both cars set off together. You got here at least more than 10 minutes ago. And he called you 10 minutes ago that his car developed fault at Cape Coast.
Yeah.
Does the story add up?
Yes, Your Honor.
The story doesn't add up at all.
Chairman, in fact, he was trying to fix the car. He was trying to fix the car until he realized that it could not be fixed. That is why he called to say that we should go ahead.
You didn't do any proper calculation before. All right. Gomo is the first one, paragraph 202 of the Common Fund report. Honorable Sam George.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I'm wondering if the DC, who is not here, is going to end up using the funds that are supposed to be used for self-help projects to fix his car. Because in paragraph 202 to 206, we see that the district has failed to make the required allocations as counterpart funding for self-help projects, 125,016 Ghana cedis. You have denied the communities in your district the support that they needed for this self-initiated projects, and needy but brilliant students have been deprived of help. Why did this and how was this occasioned? And what has happened to the amount of money in question?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, the district has used some of these monies to do some reshaping, but unfortunately the auditors did not classify it as self-help projects.
So you're challenging the fact that you allocated the amount and used them for reshaping of roads?
Yes, please.
Auditors, you are the district finance or coordinating director?
District finance officer.
District finance officer. Auditors, the district finance officer say that you did a shoddy job. He's saying that.
He didn't say that.
No, Chairman.
Honorable. the word shortage of didn't come up from him.
That's
He
my
said that-
conclusion.
He said that the district auditors didn't capture that one
Respectfully,
as
those of you
self-help.
sitting behind there, you are not the chair of the meeting, so you have no business making commentary on the comments I make.
So kindly reform your words.
Chairman, the deduction I make from what the finance officer has said is that the auditors failed to take into cognizance.
Yes, that's
Yes,
better.
and for me, that would amount to a shortage.
That doesn't mean that it's a shortage of.
Auditors, why did you fail to consider the work that the assembly did and say that that is not self-help project? Because they're challenging what you've done.
Honorable Chair, we didn't feel there was no information on that reshaping. Thank you.
And Chairman, this is why I'm asking the question I'm asking. Because if the district had provided this information to the auditors would not have classified it as work that was not done. So it means someone is not telling this committee the truth. Because if you did, the auditors are here. They say you didn't provide them the evidence. When they raised this in the audit report, you saw it. There was a management committee report. So the question is, who do we believe? You or the auditors?
Honorable Chair, the definition of self-help project by the auditors is that they want to say that the self-help project should be initiated by the community. Then you go in and support. But the reshaping that we have done was initiated by the assembly. And then that is why they didn't classify the expenditure as a self-help project.
Who determines what is there no guideline that determines what self-help projects are? Auditors, is there no guideline that determines what a self-help project is? But fundamental to this is the fact that if you did the reshaping and you consider the reshaping a self-help project, when the auditors came and raised this issue, did you show it to them? Because they are saying they saw no documentation even on the reshaping.
Yes, Honorable Chair, we show it to them.
Auditors, they said they showed it to you.
Honorable Chair, what happens is that, the audit goes through a process. We raise observation, we give it to you, you respond. We did, exit conference, even where there are some issues, we try them out. Then we write the management letter, in which we still give you 30 days. And when there's any outstanding issues, until you are not able to resolve those issues, that it ends up in the Auditor General's report. So we've gone through all this process. No documentation was shown to us. So we are surprised. He's saying that he shows something to us and we failed to capture them as it is. Thank you.
Chairman, so this is why for me I raised the original issue. Because they took an oath to be truthful to us. They've said to us that they've shown the auditors evidence of resurfaced roads. There are two issues that arise here. Are resurfaced roads initiated by the district self-help project? That's one. But the fundamental issue here is, if they say they showed this to the auditors, we all know the process the auditors go through. It wouldn't have reflected here, except the auditors disagree with the classification. But this is the case where the auditors are saying, even all the way through the exit conference, they did not see any evidence of the resurfaced roads. So whose testimony do we take as correct now? The finance officer who is saying that they did it and showed evidence, or the auditors who are saying they saw no evidence of it?
I think the issue here is about the definition of self-help projects. The finance officer says that this reshaping was initiated by the assembly. But I think all projects in the district are initiated by the assembly. Doesn't mean that all projects that you do that are initiated by the assembly are self-help projects. The definition here is that the community must start their project. Then you support it. Project initiated by the community, then you support it. But if you, as an assembly, decide to do reshaping, you can't classify that one as self-help. That is why the issue comes in. So it's about definition.
Chairman, it goes beyond definition. Because on this particular case...
No, that is one part of it.
One part. The second
other part is that even, let's assume that it is accepted that it's a self-help. You claim that you have shown this document to the auditors. Auditors say at the time of the audit, they have not even cited it. So that's the second aspect of it. So in all aspects, the onus is lying on you. So I think that the auditors are right. One, by classifying this as not self-help project, even if they have seen it. But according to them, they have not even seen what you're referring to as self-help project. Do you now agree that those projects cannot be classified as self-help? Because they are projects initiated by the assembly, not the community.
As Honorable Chair, we've taken note and we've even started working on it. This time, whenever we classify any project as self-help, we recommend that the communities themselves bring up the application and then we take it up from there. So we've taken note and we are correcting it.
Well, even the recommendation is that you are supposed to exercise effective budgetary control and to implement the needed social intervention. Auditor, this recommendation you have also made, are they now complying with this? Auditors.
Honorable Chair, the 2023 audit is ongoing, so we'll be able to confirm when we conclude those audits. Thank you.
Go to paragraph 212, completed project not in use, Gomoa East. You have 2-bedroom nurses' quarters at Gomoa Porting and 2-bedroom teachers' quarters also at Porting. No water and electricity connected. What is the status of this project?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, we've now extended electricity and water to this project, and they are now in use.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the projects are now being used. Thank you.
Paragraph 219, Honorable Kingston.
Thank you, Chairman. Delayed abandoned projects. And Gomoa East, you have 5 projects amounting to 1,894,997, and the percentage of the completion is around 50 to 90%. And these projects have been delayed between 5 to 34 months. Some payments have been made around 1 million, and the recommendation was for management to prioritize these projects that has been abandoned before starting a new one. What is the state of these projects now?
Honorable Chair, out of the 5 projects, 2 have been completed, and then the 3 are in various stages of completion. Thank you.
How soon do you intend finishing those 3?
Before the close of this year, we are hoping to.
Auditors, can you tell us something about it?
Honorable Chair, 2 of the projects completed. One of the projects is a construction of 3-unit classroom, office, store, staff common room at Gomoa Bundumbura. And the other one is construction of 1 number 2 bedroom semi-detached nurses' quarters, Gomoa Porting, completed. The 3 are in various stages of completion.
So do you think they'll finish by end of the year as he
Honorable Chair, that one we cannot confirm.
Chairman, he said they will finish by end of the year. Thank you.
All right. Paragraph 221. Sanitation equipment not supplied. Gomoa East. One skip track not supplied. Has the company supplied the skip track now?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We've received 2 skip tracks, but along the line, one broke down. We have written to the company. Up to now, we have not heard anything from them.
Zoom Lion, when are you going to supply the skip track to the assembly?
Honorable Chair, as confirmed by the gentleman for the supply, we did supply all the 2. One had an accident, which is still undergoing repairs. We should be able to return it to the assembly within the next 4 months. Thank you.
But it's keeping too long.
Honorable Chair, as I indicated earlier, we import all these parts in bulk. So, in fact, I actually it came through my office to really approve importation of about 70 trucks, spare parts for repairing about 70 trucks. So we are following up, and we think within the next 4 months, we should be able to get all the parts and repair all the trucks, including this one, and return it to them within 4 months. Thank you.
Coordinating Director and Finance Officer, take notes.
Can I make a point, please? Very important.
Paragraph 238. Fragmented procurement. Gomoa East. The auditors noted that a total procurement of 104,200 Ghana cedis was undertaken. But you fragmented the procurement process or the amount. Evacuation of approved refuse dam at Gomoa Nyanyano. Evacuation of approved refuse dams at Gomoa Ojobi. Evacuation of unapproved refuse dam at Gomoa Porting and Dominancy. You did that to avoid going through the procurement process. So the auditors have recommended that the Chief Executive and the Coordinating Director should comply with the relevant provisions of the Procurement Act in the procurement dealings of the Assembly. Do you now comply with the law?
Honorable Chair, yes, we comply with the law.
So you don't fragment procurement again?
No.
You knew that it was wrong for you to do that in the first place, but you went ahead and did it.
Yes, Honorable Chair, we wanted to evacuate unapproved refuse dump in 3 communities, as you have mentioned, and the contractor gave us an estimate. And so instead of giving the whole contract to him, where we also have to go to Nyanyano to do the same, it means that he has added the cost of low bed to the cost. So we had to go and then engage another contractor at Nyanyano instead of the original contractor moving from Porting to Nyanyano with a low bed. This was done to reduce costs.
Did you go to the procurement process to procure the first contractor?
Honorable Chair, we obtained 3 invoices. Because this has to do...
Which were given to you by that same contractor? Huh?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If you give me those 3 invoices and I go to Registrar General to check the owner of those 3 companies, they will end up being one person. I lie. Let's go to IGF.
So this issue.
Gomoa is paragraph 299. It's on revenue not accounted for. For Gomoa is 4 revenue collectors who did not account for 3,480. Have you recovered the money from them?
Honorable Chair, we have retrieved the amount from the revenue collector, but part of the amount was a record that was taken by the revenue collector on the truck that brings onion to the onion market. And so the revenue collector was not able to issue receipt to show that the truck drivers have paid the amount. So it was just a record taken on the truck drivers who come from Niger and Burkina Faso.
And he used the GCR to take that record?
No, he used a cash book to take the records on the truck.
What is he going to use that record for?
It's to ensure that those truck drivers pay.
Have you reconciled with the auditors?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm a retrieval of 1,950, leaving a balance of 1,530.
You're saying that part of that revenue is for record purposes, not actually revenue. I want you to confirm that portion.
Honorable Chair, this amount was taken from the GCRs. So what he's talking about to whether there's a record, we've not done that. But these are values that we pick from the GCRs.
Yeah, so finance officer, the GCR records show that the lady in question or the revenue collector in question are supposed to refund this amount.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I have the management letter with me here. Those records had no GCR numbers. Those that have the GCR numbers, we were able to recover the money from the lady and pay to government checks.
There are 4 revenue collectors involved. 4.
Honorable Chair, at the management letter level, most of the revenue collector has paid. Remaining 1 that has gone to the Auditor General report.
And that one owe how much?
She owes 1,470. And
so
then,
auditors, let's reconcile. You are talking about 4 revenue collectors. He's saying that the rest have paid. The only one left is 1 who owe 1,400 and something. Can you confirm that?
Honorable Chair, we'll do the reconciliation and get back to you.
All right. Paragraph 314, revenue not lodged to bank, 10,976. Have you lodged this money to the bank?
Honorable Chair, these are checks that are paid by our ratepayers, and then the checks were dishonored.
Okay.
And so we have written to the ratepayers, and then out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4 ratepayers, one of the companies closed down during the year under review. and then 2 companies paid in full, and another company made a part payment, leaving 1 company that we are chasing. Thank you.
Let's start. A&L Query Limited.
They closed down.
They closed down.
Yes, please.
Ivan Kote. Ivan.
He is a revenue collector, but the company name was Kasapa Limited.
Kasapa, that's 500 Ghana.
They paid 500 Ghana.
They have paid?
Yes, please.
Total Petroleum Ghana.
They are here to pay.
Akraman Processing Limited.
Akraman has paid in full.
Yada Beyond.
Yada Beyond has paid 1,500.
Auditors, can you confirm these figures?
Honorable Chair, Kasapa Central Limited has paid 500. Akraman 2,750, making a total of 3,250. That is what we have. The rest are still outstanding.
Well, according to him, Yada Beyond has also paid 1,500. So you need to get an update.
Honorable Chair, we don't have that information.
We have the update here.
So provide that information.
Sure.
Total Petroleum, are they still not operating?
Yes, they promised to pay by the close of this week.
Okay. District auditor should do a follow-up.
Sure.
Paragraph 316, Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We are talking about failure to commit 20% of IGF to capital expenditure. The amount you should have spent was 494,576. Have you rectified this situation?
Mr. Chairman, now we are complying with the guideline.
Now you are complying.
Yes, please.
Auditors, could you confirm if they are now complying?
Honorable Chair, audit is ongoing. We'll be able to confirm after we are done with the audit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Paragraph 339, Ajebotin.
Thank you, Chairman. Gomoa East District Assembly, you don't have, at the time of the audit, you didn't have title deeds covering your landed assets.
Yes.
What is the situation now? Have you been able to obtain those title deeds?
Yes, management is taking necessary steps to acquire the title deed for all properties.
Specifically, what have you done?
Yes, Honorable, we had the bill for the payment of the registration of the land. But unfortunately, we are hearing it has been, increased. And so we have to, come back and then put our act together and pay for the land. It's not only the land we are occupying. We want to also register some of the lands that have been donated to the assembly. That is why we are. But hopefully by the close of the year, those lands will be registered.
So wherever you have got into, are the auditors aware of that?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we have notified the auditors.
Would the auditors confirm for us, please?
Honorable Chair, we are not aware of any action taken. Thank you.
Finance officer, you said the auditors, you have made information available to the auditors.
Honorable Chair, we have notified the auditors that we are taking the necessary steps to complete the process. And then the report that we have given to them is in the report.
And when did you give them that report?
We gave them a report about last 2 weeks.
Anyway, audit service, they said the information was provided to you 2 weeks ago.
Honorable Chair, I'm sure is maybe the necessary steps that we have mentioned in the report. That's what maybe we didn't mention the bill that we have gotten from the Land Commission, but we mentioned that we are taking necessary steps to get those properties registered.
Chairman, I would say no progress.
You are right, no progress. Can we make effort? Because that area is becoming a hot area. I'm told people are rushing there to grab lands and things like that. So protect your lands. All right, that'll be all for you, your discharge.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Asim Fosu. Asim Fosu. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Nicholas Kofi Baku, MC.
Saka Ibrahim, Municipal Coordinating Director.
Awal Abdulaziz, Municipal Internal Auditor.
Siddiq Hamidu, Finance Officer.
Thank you for coming. You have 3 issues in the Common Fund report. The first one, paragraph 216, partly collapsed classroom block. Said the auditors noted that Asim Urakesi Methodist Basic School within the municipality had one of the classrooms of a 6-unit classroom block collapsed. We have pictures of that. There we have some bamboos used to support the part that collapsed. And the auditors have recommended to the Chief Executive and the Coordinating Director to prioritize the reconstruction of the block, to find a temporary accommodation for the school children. What action did you take on this recommendation?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. When the incident happened, in collaboration with the Municipal Education Office, the students were moved from that structure to a temporary place. But then the Assembly also decided to include it in our 2024 work plan to address the problem permanently. Thank you.
So the children are not using this structure?
No, please.
And you haven't taken any action yet, apart from including it in your work plan?
We decided to move the students from the place.
I know, you said that already. You haven't taken any action on fixing this block, apart from including it in your work plan. That's the question.
Yes.
Honorable Chair, when the problem occurred, Fidelity Bank Limited offered initially, they offered that they will assist in the reconstruction of the block. But we realized that that offer was not forthcoming. That is why we had to include it in the 2024 plan.
All right, auditors, are you aware that they relocated the children from that structure?
Honorable Chair, the school people have been relocated, but the project is still as it is.
All right. Paragraph 219, Honorable Aka.
Thank you, Chairman. I see for you have one project which has delayed or abandoned for a period of 3 months, and you have paid 427,759. I would like to know the state of this project now, and what is the project?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, when we realized that the contractor abandoned the project. We issued instructions and warning to him to get him back to site, but it failed. And so the assembly decided to terminate the contract for it to be repackaged and re-awarded.
So have you completed it now?
No, please. The contractor abandoned the project. So upon several warnings, and they failed to show up. So we had no option than to terminate the contract.
So has a new contractor started the project?
We are yet to. We are in the process of repackaging the project.
After 2 years, no contractor will just abandon project like that unless you refuse to pay him. But all of you are saying that contractor abandoned, you have to repackage. Anyway, so what have you told the auditors? That you have repackaged?
We are in the process of doing that.
Oh,
we wanted to follow the process
okay,
to get him back to site, but all efforts failed.
All right. I don't want to waste time on this. Auditors, I don't think you have anything to say. Maybe another 1 year for the repackaging. Okay, Chairman. Chairman, they are in the process of repackaging the project.
Come again.
Paragraph 221, sanitation equipment not supplied and not repaired. As seen for Sue, 1 skip truck and 3 containers are outstanding. What is the current status? How many skip trucks do you have now, and how many containers do you have?
Mr. Chairman, the skip containers, we have 17,
Okay.
3 outstanding.
How
And,
about the truck?
come again.
The truck.
The truck, we have, they are supposed to be 3. We have 2 and 1 outstanding. So we have, we wrote to Zoom Lion requesting for them to supply the outstanding equipment. And they responded with the assurance that the outstanding equipment will be supplied.
Zoom Lion, I'll take your earlier response as something that applied to this. 4 men for the skip truck to be supplied and 3 men for the container?
Correct, Honorable Chair.
So kindly take note.
Chairman, please, let me make one point, please.
Okay.
Yes, I think when we started off from Tamale, the Zoom Live people have been mentioning 4 months, and it's 1 month now. So I think he has to reduce it to 3 months. Yes, he can't repeat, continue to say 4 months. Yeah, so he has to be cautious to reduce it by 1 month at least. Yes.
Well, we started in Tamale. And so I think he's right. You now have 3 men for the trucks and 2 men for the containers. He's right, okay?
Thank you, Chairman.
Let's go on to IGF. We don't have anything as sinful in IGF. You are discharged.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Let's now go to Abra Asebu Kwamankesi. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
William Asobrewa, DCE.
Tawa Ado, District Coordinating Director.
Yes, no working.
Benjamin Ifarehine, Internal Auditor.
Emmanuel Tete Ofori, Deputy Finance Officer.
Do you have a position called Deputy Finance Officer in Assembly? Do you have a Deputy Finance Officer position in Assembly?
No, sir.
Then why are you mentioning that here?
District Finance Officer.
You are the District Finance Officer, not Deputy?
Yes.
Okay, good. You have your first issue is on unaccounted payments. Abra Sebu Kwamankasi, you didn't account for a total amount of 61,318.94 Ghana cedis.
Thank you.
Have you provided document to support and also account for this transaction?
Yes, Chairman. We've provided a store receipt voucher and a photocopy of the advert.
Speak to the mic so that we'll hear you. We are recording.
Okay. Yes, we provided a necessary document to support this.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
Your next infraction in paragraph 219, which is delayed / abandoned projects. So Abra Asebu Kwamanka said the projects are 4, delay for between 16 to 29 months. What is the status of these 4 projects?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Please, the 2 of the project has been completed, and the remaining 2. One of the projects, the contract has been terminated due to the contractor wrote to the assembly when inflation went up that the prices have gone up, so he can't use that money to complete the project. So we are now in the process of repackaging and re-awarding. So far, we have made payment up to 354,074.46 cedis. Thank you.
Okay. Auditors, can you confirm that 2 of the projects completed and the rest are under repackaging for re-award?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm the completion of 2 projects. The rest are still outstanding.
According to them, they are repackaging it for re-award. Do you have any information on that?
That was what we were told, but we don't have any documentary effect.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to IGF. Paragraph 292, uncollected revenue. Abra Sebu Kwamankasi. Rent for market stores 2,880. Have you recovered this?
Honorable Chairman, 2,451 cedis has been recovered out of the 2,808 cedis, remaining 357 cedis.
Then we have a franchise toilets, 18,880.
Honorable Chairman, management has made a lot of effort on this issue. It has gone to Yoko. Yoko has taken the issue up and has advised management to use the ex gratia of the assembly members involved to defray the cost. So management is drafting documents to ensure that the ex gratia is used to defray the cost.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it means that there is assembly members who were or are operating these toilets?
Yes, please.
And they owe the assembly?
Yes, please.
They don't want to pay. And the chief executive cannot say anything because when it comes to the approval of your approval, you need them. So you see that you behave as if you don't see it. Chief executive.
Honorable Chair, there is a little bit of an issue to this.
Come again.
During the time of the audit.
I speak to the mic.
During the time of the audit, some had broken down. So we are in talks to them to pay the difference. Yeah, that's why it looks as if we are not doing anything about it.
Anyway, you decide to ignore or dodge my question. So, auditors, can you confirm that 2,400 have been recovered from the market stores?
Honorable Chair, an amount of 2,451 has been recovered, leaving a balance of 19,309 in total.
Yeah, but according to them, Yoko have directed that they use the ex-gratia of the assembly members to set up there. Are you aware of that arrangement?
Honorable Chair, we are not aware.
Make that information available to the district auditor.
Okay, Honorable
The district
Chair.
auditor will monitor to ensure that that decision is carried.
Okay, we'll do that.
Paragraph 296, Honorable Queenster.
Thank you, Chairman. Unpaid rent. Abrasebu Kwamankese, AK. Unpaid rent for 30 people, amounting to 13,730 through January 21st to December 2022. And the recommendation was for management to place proper measures to recover these arrears. Has it been done? Have you put in measures to recover them?
Yes. Yes. We've been able to recover 2,240.
Recover how much?
2,240 Ghana cedis.
From the 13,000?
Yes. And two of this occupant, that is Mark and Nana JC, has done some renovation. So they've set it off against it.
So did you update the auditors about this?
Yes.
Auditor, can you please update us?
Honorable Chair, out of the 13,730, 2,240 has since been paid. 11,490 still outstanding. As to whether renovation has been set off, we are not aware. Thank you.
When was the 2,000 paid?
This year.
Paid it this year?
Yes.
So when do you intend paying the 11,000?
Honorable Chair, most of the bungalows are being occupied by the teachers. So we are in talk with the district education director to help us recover the money from the teachers. So our staffs are the only people owing the 2,440, but the chunk of the money is being owed by the teachers, please.
So what happens if the teacher is transferred? But this had been since 2022.
Honorable Chair, most of the teachers feel that it's a source of motivation to them because that place is at a hinterland. But we are always pleading with the Director of Education to help us recover the amount.
I don't understand this. This is not clear at all. Since 2022, you haven't recovered the amount. And your reason is because they like the place. That is why they should pay.
Honorable Chair, I said it's a source of motivation.
Source of motivation. Come on.
According to you, you are in talk with the district director.
Yes, Honorable.
The teachers should be made to understand that they have to pay. If that place is a hinterland, the assembly staff are also there, but they are paying.
Yes, Honorable.
So we have teachers here. Teachers, is that what you do in your districts? I know most of you pay. Why should they say they will not pay? They should pay. How much is the rent per month?
20 cedis a month.
Is that for a one bedroom?
Yes,
or two bedroom?
One bedroom.
Are they all one bedroom or there are two bedroom also?
Chairman, they are all one bedroom.
They are all one bedroom?
Yes, please.
20 Ghana cedis?
Yes, please.
And they don't want to pay? They should come to Accra. Oh. They should come to Accra and get one bedroom and see how much they will pay. I think they should be made to pay. The regional director is here. What is the name of the district? Abrasebu Kwamankesi. So, regional director, kindly assist them. Abrasebu Kwamankesi. It's not Cape Coast. They should pay. Paragraph 310, Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You paid 14,928 outside gift. According to you, there were internal challenges in your districts. Have you resolved the challenges? And do you now pay through the gift system?
Chairman, please, yes. The challenges have been resolved and the issue has been regularized.
Can auditors confirm this?
Honorable Chair, they now process all their transactions on the GiftMiss platform.
All right, paragraph 339. It's failure to provide title deeds on landed property. So auditors noted that landed property of Abra Asebu Kwamankesi District Assembly had not been registered with the Lands Commission to establish ownership. The examination of records also disclosed that no title deed to guarantee security of the land from encroachers. The recommendation is that you should acquire the land title deed to the properties. Have you been able to acquire the land title?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. There's a little bit of difficulty regarding this. Two families are claiming ownership of the land. So if management has asked them to battle it out at the law court, so whoever emerges as the true owner of the land, he will assist us in acquiring the deeds.
Is there going to be any compensation to pay to the owners of the land?
Yeah, there's a little bit of it.
So that is the issue. So the assembly is sitting on a land which we don't have the true owner yet.
When the land was acquired, a portion of the said amount was paid to one person.
Okay.
Thereafter, after the death, another family also came up, indicating that they are the truthful owners of the land. This has been the gap.
This land issue in Ghana, will it stop? So until that thing is done, nothing you can do.
Now, they haven't been able to settle it at the law court, so we are waiting on them.
But you know that land cases travel for long. Oh, you are putting off the mic before you speak.
Sorry. Yeah. It travels a little bit.
Hey. Well, that will be all for you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
You are discharged.
Thank you.
Honorable members, we are breaking for 45 minutes. We are coming back at 2:45. No, 2:15, sorry. We are coming back at 2:15. When we come back, we'll take the rest of the schools before we continue with the assemblies. Thank you very much. The sitting is suspended.
It's break time and the pupils step out. Mahogany, acacia, coconut and other species here are to be cleared from the school compound. The lack of desk has forced authorities of the school to take that tough decision. But environmentalists are worried, not just because of the impending issue, but also activities of the townsfolk encroaching into the school's mini forest reserve and cutting down trees for TV poles, charcoal and other purposes. Built in 1989 from resources of the inhabitants of the then Dangbe district and with assistance from the 31st December Women's Movement, there has not been any renovation since then. This is the primary 3 classroom with 55 pupils. At the time of the clarion call for full compliance with the COVID-19 protocols, social distancing is practically non-existent here. Not a fault of theirs, but due to the inadequate classroom furniture.
We have about 200 plus trees on the compound. It's a provided shade for the children, and not the children alone, even the community as well. When there's a funeral in the community, you see them come into the school, do their things in the school. Like here, the community only depends on what? Firewood. So at times they be cutting the tree for firewood. Some too have been cutting them for other purposes, like roofing and other things. Yeah, we try to prevent them, but we will not be here all the time. During the vacation, they will have their way. We are appealing to NGOs, government, district assemblies to come to our aid. We need the furniture. Actually, we need the furniture, the desks, we need them. When you go to the classroom now, some of the children are sitting about 4 on the desk. Some even right on the floor. As we are talking today, if the government will promise us, maybe by 2 weeks or a week's time, they will give us a desk, I don't think we'll cut the tree. If we cut it, then maybe it will be something from the forest department and not from us.
Other classrooms are also busting at their seams. The problem runs through all the streams, and the current state of the library is a testimony. Tables with no chairs. Hence, the library is a white elephant. Plans are afoot. Break up the classes into A and B streams with all these new structures put up. But that had to be put on hold with the new classroom block under lock and key. For a former headmaster of the school, Mr. Moses Natogbenu, it's a shame that the initiative of their pioneers to preserve the environment had to die for lack of basic tools like chairs.
Next time I step foot on the compound, I don't feel happy. I feel all that I've done has depleted. Yes, I don't actually feel. Instantly, I think we start replanting. Yes, to bring the forest back. Actually, when this forest was here, we experienced rain here. Without rain in Agbedrafo or Boniko. It makes people surprised, but I know that is how nature is. Yes. So things are going off and we need to replace them.
We need to replace them, but you cannot do that without the collaboration of the community. You plant, then they cut. What do we do?
Currently, the sort of elders that we have are not what we had previously. And I can bet that they will help us preserve what we want to preserve, provided they've given a bylaw. Yes. So we are in their hands. I said we'll educate them because of, for the sake of new ones that we're planting. As for these ones, the matured one, as we've decided to be cutting, I'm no more thinking of it. And as they are mature too, I know nobody will come to cut except a sawmill owner. And that man cannot come single-handed. Yes. Like I said, the elders are vigilant. I will encourage other schools to emulate what we have done. And I will advise our women and those who cut trees in our forest to desist from that.
I sought answers from the District Chief Executive of Adan West, Mr. Akrofi Lawe Ajote.
The Assembly has so many bylaws on the keeping of the environment. For instance, if you have a treeless community, then what are you talking about? It rains, and then it rains, so you have this problem. Again, these trees are something like protection. They form a protection, again, or wind shield, we will say. when there are storms, for instance, you don't have trees. Sometimes it will break a tree. Instead of coming to your house, you have that situation. That's why it is very, very critical. But you begin to cut down all the trees, then certainly you are exposing yourself. Vegetation, for instance, also. If we get a treeless community or a treeless surroundings, for instance, it also will have a negative impact on even farming, for instance, or gardening. That is the thing. Because it changes the climate totally. Now that it has come to our knowledge that certain group of people are agitating for the trees to go, we'll be scouting the place. And we scout through the Honorable Assembly member there, his unit committee members, and then the chief. Also, we have various NGOs operating. We also have the churches, local council of churches who work with. They also love trees, of course, so they wouldn't allow that. So when through forestry normally champions this. And so when we get to know, we'll do that. So as for the preservation, I can assure you, I know the Honorable Assembly member, the teacher by profession too, wouldn't just sit there and get this thing going. If he's unable to contain the situation, he comes to the Assembly.
On June 5, 2021, the UN launched the Decade Action of Ecosystem Restoration with the call to save the earth from further degradation. But situations such as this will crop up daily if policymakers do not put adequate measures in place and channel more resources to tackling the basic needs of its citizenry. For GBC News, Clara Mano reporting.
Now we have a P here and a P.
Fufu or fufuo is one of the indigenous dishes of Ghanaians. Fufuo simply means mashed or mixed in tree. Fufu is soft and duffy staple food delicacy of the Asantis, the Piapims, the Guans, the Achims, the Bono, the Fantis, and now generally accepted by all. From the coastal belt to the forest regions to the savannah land, fufu is staple which comes in various forms. Tubers such as cassava, yam, cocoyam, and sometimes potatoes are the main ingredients for the preparation of fufu. In southern Ghana, depending on the individual, fufu making takes the combination of two of the ingredients boiled, whereas in the northern part of the country, it is purely made from yam. Fufu making is believed to be one of the most difficult dishes to prepare, as the process involves not just the boiling of the tubers, but also the pounding in wooden mortars with pestles. This traditional way of fufu pounding comes with a set of skills and its own style. It involves repeatedly thrusting a pestle into the mortar to crush the boiled tubers, with a second person massaging and turning the mixture into a smooth paste in the mortar with the bare hand. Through the process, little drops of water is introduced into the mixture to soften the paste to a preferable texture. And at the same time, removing lumps if any. Fufu is eaten with any soup such as light soup, groundnuts, palm nuts, ebunebunu, or soup made from green vegetable leaves, eaten with any fish of choice or meat, and many more.
Industry as part of its way of addressing public needs. We want to come up with machines, devices, systems that will ease the burden of people. We all know that living in the cities is becoming a hectic one. We all embrace when blenders were introduced, so we stopped grinding on stones and stuff like that. These days, when you even ask some ladies, or you show them that formerly, some few years back, these were what we were using to grind pepper and onions and all that, they will marvel, how are you doing it? Of course, it's also relieving nature. How many trees are we cutting down to produce mortars and pestles for food pounding and all that? It's very traditional, yes. At times you will need to keep the tradition, but you also have to think about the impact on the environment, on the forest cover and all that. And so, introduction of equipment of this nature in itself should be a welcoming one. The Food and Drugs Authority, as a regulator, gives licenses to process foods, not necessarily equipment. And so if we give license to food products that are being